Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of Paul's Workshop, where today we'll be looking at and working on what looks like an International Harvester adjustable wrench. And this was a cheap pickup that I think it was $1 or $2. And I grabbed it with the intention of practicing some of those restoration skills. So you can see we have issues with it. It's rounded over or mushroomed over. A little bit of issues with the jaw. So we're gonna see how we can clean this up and get it back into some sort of a decent usable shape. So stay with us, we'll see how this turns out. Now the first thing I did was take it apart. So we have this piece here, and this is where I see the logo that looks like International Harvester. We're looking at some mushrooming over. Obviously they use this as a hammer. Some damage in the jaws, so hopefully we can get that cleaned up. Has this nut on it, which hopefully, it looks like it'll clean up pretty well. Not sure about that crack. I'm gonna have to look closely at that and see what's up with that. We may not be able to do anything with that. Then there's the cage on this. So see here, there's some deep rust on the end. But no, first thing to do is to put it on a wire wheel and clean it up. I started working out some of the mushrooming on this end of this wrench here, and I'm going to continue just to work it on the and you can see it's just working its way out. We'll be able to probably just clean it up with the grinder and get it nice and flat. Well, after some wire brushing, you can still see the flaws and things in this wrench, but really got to look on the inside, and it's hard to see here on camera, but the inside is really grungy. There, you can get a good look inside. And this is where now we see why we save these jars. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this wrench in a big old sauce jar. And we're going to add the 50-50 mix. And I'm going to let that soak at least overnight before I come back and see what it looks like. And you can lay it on its side like this, just put it into a bigger pan in case it starts to leak. But that's the reason to save all these jars. People think you're nuts, but you need a place to soak your tools. Here it is. It's been soaking overnight in the 50-50 acetone ATF. And there's still a lot of grunge and gunk inside, so I'm going to get in there with a Q-tip and just clean as much as I can out of there. And also an old toothbrush, we're going to go in there and scrub this out because we want to get this as clean as we can. Now we're going to try to take some of this roughness off by running it through the belt sander. That belt sander was taking a bit too long, so I'm going to go with something a little quicker. Going to use the grinder with the 120 grit flat disc on it. Okay, here we have our finished International Harvester wrench. I decided to fill the inside in there with some black paint. And that's just Testors model paint, gloss enamel. So, operates pretty nicely. You can still see the hallmark or the benchmark in there of International Harvester. I think it came out decent, came out pretty good for a real first attempt at this. I gave it kind of a satin finish, went over it with steel wool and a wire brush, and that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Tell me how I did. Definitely want to hear feedback, positive, negative, and otherwise. And I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed doing it. And of course, if you guys like what we do here on Paul's Workshop, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.